friends, I'm Rich Larson and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today we're going to continue with more riding tips to help you guys master the extreme enduro trails with another underrated skill that I see a lot of guys struggle with. Today we're talking the secret to side hills. Most guys don't realize that there's a lot of subtle adjustments and realizations that can be made that will completely change the way that they approach a side hill. It's amazing when I'm teaching how often I see the same mistakes from a lot of the riders. These are all easily fixed as long as you can remember to focus on them when you're riding. So let's get started. The first most common mistake I see is one that I've mentioned before, but it bears repeating. We're talking using the full tire contact patch. All the time when I see guys side hilling something very steep, the go-to habit is to lean the bike towards the slope of the hill. There are a lot of problems with this approach. Although it does feel safer, the rear tire's tendency to slip down the hill is twice as likely, due to the tire's contact patch or lack thereof. Remember, you're leaning the bike towards the slope of the hill, therefore you're using more side knobs than center knobs. The center knob is where all the traction is. You have to focus on utilizing your tire to the fullest of its ability. So instead of leaning your bike towards the slope of the hill, we're leaning towards the downhill slope of the hill. This not only helps your tire keep traction, it also helps counteract the second most common mistake I see guys make when side hilling. We're talking weighting the outside peg. Not keeping the pegs weighted isn't only a mistake I see guys make on the side hills. This is a mistake I see all the time in any technical situation. This is another tip I've mentioned before, but it's extremely important when riding a steep side hill. We're talking dabbing for only a correction and balance and nothing more. Trying to keep that rear tire weighted is so important when you're on the side hill. So every time you dab, you're taking weight off your rear tire. When on a side hill, you want that outside peg, the downhill peg, weighted as heavy as possible. This adds that much needed weight to the rear tire and contact patch, keeping that traction there and your momentum moving forward. Remember, weight that outside peg and only dab on the inside for a correction and balance and nothing more. The final and possibly most important adjustment / realization that can be made is one that I think most guys aren't aware of. We're talking your rear tire trailing angle. So what do I mean by that? When you're riding up a side hill, your rear tire is trailing behind your bike lower than your front tire. This is a big deal if there's no trail or only one tire width of land to hang on to while traversing a side hill. If your front tire is right on the trail, your rear tire will have the tendency to travel a few inches below. This again causes the rear tire to blow out and fall down the side hill. This is something that's really common, and I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. I've developed a new technique to counteract this problem. I'm talking about overcompensating with the front tire. Because I know that my rear tire will track below my front tire, I will actually start with my front tire above the trail. This is all about gaining that initial momentum. I'm almost starting in a wheelie with my weight way back and my front tire overcompensating in the direction I want to head. Once you have that momentum, it's much easier to stay on top of the trail, but gaining the momentum is the hard part. This is a great way to achieve that initial momentum and start moving forward. Next time you're out on the mountainside hill, give these tips a try. I know they'll help out. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. And until next time, keep shredding.